Hey guys, so you are probably wondering what this monstrosity is behind me. If you are subscribed to my vlog channel, which is Tiffany DTV, which I will link to below, or if you follow me on Twitter, you probably saw my little fiasco that I had with IKEA, and that's a long story. It was really funny. Just getting everything for this room, whatever. The reason why I did this and everything, I really needed an office, and the only thing back there really was that couch slash futon slash thing that was never ever used, and I thought, such a waste. All I do in this room is basically film and keep all my makeup stashed in here. Why not have my office? This shelf is intimidating the you-know-what out of me because it's huge and I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I'm going to work on that. I did get a desk. It's a lot farther away than it seems. This really didn't change my whole little setup. I did move my table down just a little bit, but same thing. I need to kind of adjust my lighting, so if you see the reflection in that, it's covered up for the most part, but during the tutorial you might see it a little bit, but I'm going to kind of fix it. No big deal. But I hope that you guys enjoy this. Be sure to subscribe to that channel though, because I will kind of take you on my little journey of, like, you know, I'll show this room on there when it's done and all that. So yeah, this back to what the video is actually about. I did a tutorial today, 2 minutes later, on the Urban Decay Naked palette, a really fun, dark, going out, fun look. I've done a couple of looks on this. I did with the Naked palette. My 5-minute face, I think, is using this. I also had one that was just, you know, like a typical, like, bronzy, like, smoky eye that's just kind of appropriate for any time. Then I did one, I think, that was really natural. So this is just showing the more dramatic possibilities of this palette. It's very pretty. I believe that they are, for the most part, available now. This is a permanent thing, so don't worry if you do not have this. The colors, honestly, I love this palette because it is so, you know, handy. I love all the colors in it and everything, but as I've said before, nothing super unique. You can duplicate this look using absolutely anything that you have that is similar. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you about all the colors that I used, show you everything that I used in the video, and take you through the look step by step so you'll know how to do it. And if you want to see how to do it, then keep watching. Alright, so seriously, this whole room setup must be throwing me off because I started off with the wrong eye, so I will be doing the left eye, which you don't get to see too often. Yeah, so first I'm going to start out and use the Urban Decay eyeshadow pencil in Sin, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. Mine is totally losing its sharpness, but get it up under your eye like that and take it in as far as you can. Alright, then we're going to start with our Naked palette, and I'm actually going to start off with a fluffy brush. This is my Sigma E40. Super awkward doing it like this. I'm going to take this color called Buck, and I'm just going to kind of put that all over my crease, or not to my crease, but to the area right above my crease. Alright, then we will continue by taking this shade right here called Toasted. Well, it doesn't look quite the same on camera, but it's a bit of a rosier brown. It's not, but it just looks like that compared to all the colors. We're just going to dab that all over the lid. We're kind of working from light to dark. You can kind of see how I'm applying that in my crease. And then just kind of sweep it down on the lid. Then you're going to take the color next to it, which is even darker, called Hustle. This is one we just used. This is Hustle. Take Hustle, and I'm using the E55 brush by Sigma. You're going to get a lot of, you might get a lot of fallout, I should say, from doing this look. So don't worry about it. Just do your under eye area last. And I'm just going to apply that on top of it. We're just kind of working it up into kind of like a really, like a dark eyelid without just going full out black. I like to kind of have a little bit of depth to it so that it's not just like a typical, you know, blackened out eye. So we're going to take Dark Horse, which actually to me goes on darker than Hustle, which Hustle looks darker. Dark Horse to me goes on a little darker. I'm going to get that on the tip of this brush. It's like a MAC 217. This is the old numbering from Sigma, so I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Swirl it around in the crease, or in the outer corner a little bit, and then work it into that crease. You see how much darker it is? And work it inward a little further than I normally would go. I've said this before because I did this one time. When I do this eye, I have to shut it. And see, like, when I do makeup on this eye, I leave it open. So this is a little different. I will go back to my regular eye next. Next we are taking a pointed brush, Sigma E30, like that. We're going to take this dark color called Creep, which is kind of the shimmery looking black shade. You're just going to kind of pretend like you're doing eyeliner, but thicker. So when you get to the outer part, you can make it a little thicker like that. But then on this inner part, you just want to kind of, you know, smudge it a little bit at the lash line. Take a little bit more, tap off the extra, and kind of draw a little bracket on this outer corner of your eye so that it kind of goes under there. So you want to kind of go like that and then like that. Again, doing this eye for tutorials for some reason is so awkward for me. Can't even take it. Okay. And bringing it about half of the way. With the same brush, you want to take a color that's a little lighter in brown, and I'm going to use Smog right there. And just, like I said, use the same brush, and then we're just going to kind of trace that around the edge of this lower lash line, and kind of take it in a little further. Actually take it in almost all the way. And then right at the inner corner right here, I'm going to take this color called Sidecar, which is the really chunky, glittery color that I usually stay away from. It's not my favorite in this palette, but I'm just going to kind of pop that right on the inner corner and put it right there as well. So now for our brow highlight, I'm going to take this lightest color called Virgin at the very end right there, and take this brush, it's an E50, and just kind of pop that right up underneath your brow bone. I like this for looks like this because you can see you can kind of just stamp it. It takes the color down a lot. Just kind of blends everything together and finishes off the look really nicely. Next, you can either take a liquid or a gel liner. I prefer to use a gel, and I'm going to take a really large brush. This is a MAC 266. I normally really like my Sigma pointier brush for liner, but this is a much bigger one, and that's okay because for this look, the liner is very dramatic, so you really want to get a thick line all the way from this inner tear duct all the way across and out. For the lower lash line, you want to go ahead and apply it to your waterline. Got my waterline lined. You want to take just a little bit more of the color and get it really, really close to your tear duct area. And then just kind of go along right against your lash lines. Make sure that the color is mushed really good so that there's no gaps. You see how you can still see some of the white right there? Or some of my skin. You just really want to kind of mush it in there. Again, very dramatic look. Very, very dramatic liner. And possibly the most important thing that you cannot neglect when doing dark looks like this is black mascara. Not eyeshadow, mascara. I'm using my CoverGirl Lash Blast. I had on a little bit of mascara from before. You really want to make sure that you get a really good coat, just because when you do dark looks like this, your eyelashes, oh sorry, you couldn't see, your eyelashes get really kind of, they can get really lost in the whole look. That's it. Keep watching, and I'm going to show you the products that I used on my cheeks and on my lips. Okay, so for my lips, I used my Ravishing lipstick by MAC, which is the really pretty coral. I really wanted to do this because I love coral. Yeah, I love this color. I really wanted to do this because... Alright, and then for my cheeks, whenever I do a really smoky eye, dark eye, always make sure that I don't skimp on my bronzer because it will make your skin, when you use really dark shades on your eyes like this, if you don't put any color to your cheeks, you may look a little washed out, you may look a little pale otherwise. You want to use some bronzer, and I just use my So Ceylon Mineralized Skin Finish by MAC. Any kind of bronzer will do. You guys always ask about this, and I believe it was a limited edition shade, so it might come back out again, don't know. And then, where did I put it? I used my Amazonian Clay Blush by Tarte and Exposed, and this is the one that is a little bit, it's kind of like a rosy tan. Like it a lot. And, this eyebrow is doing something. Oh, it's my hair. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will take you on my little journey of, as this room gets finished. Go to my vlog channel and subscribe to that because I did kind of talk about this more, and I probably will be doing a lot more updated things on there as far as like decorating, and if you wanted to see the rooms, if If you wanted to see some other rooms in my house that I showed on there too, like decorating ideas, I showed my dining room and our office downstairs slash little living room area. I don't know. If you wanted to see that though, check that out. The link is below. It's Tiffany D TV. So that is it. I hope that you guys had a good weekend and that you will try this out very soon. So yeah, I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.